There's something special about the way younger women behave when they're emotionally drawn to older men. It's not always loud or obvious, but it's hidden in subtle behaviors, quiet respect, and emotional depth. In this video, I'll share with you 10 clear signs that show how younger women treat older men when they're genuinely attracted to them. If you've ever wondered whether her interest goes deeper than just friendship, or if she's quietly admiring your maturity and experience, this video will give you the answers. Watch till the end because these signs reveal the emotional truth behind her actions. 1. She listens attentively when he speaks. When a younger woman is genuinely attracted to an older man, one of the most obvious signs is how attentively she listens to him. Her focus is not just out of politeness, it's sincere interest. She gives him her full attention, often making strong eye contact and showing subtle emotional responses through her facial expressions. You'll notice she rarely interrupts and even nods thoughtfully when he shares personal stories or opinions. This kind of deep listening isn't typical casual behavior. It's intentional. She may even remember small, seemingly insignificant details he mentioned days or weeks ago, like his favorite author or something about his past, because she sees emotional value in everything he says. Unlike many conversations that drift off topic, she tends to stay centered on his ideas, seeking clarity or asking deeper questions. It's as if she's trying to learn from him, admire his intelligence, and quietly build a bond. This thoughtful listening reflects emotional investment and a desire for connection far beyond surface-level attraction. 2. She compliments his maturity and wisdom. Attraction to older men is often rooted in respect for their emotional strength, life experience, and calm nature. That's why younger women who feel drawn to them tend to compliment things like maturity, intelligence, or how they handle difficult situations. Instead of saying typical things like "you look good," she might say, "I admire how calmly you solve problems," or "you're so wise, it's refreshing." These compliments are subtle signals that she finds his life experience attractive, not intimidating. She notices the differences between him and younger men, how he doesn't overreact, how he stays composed under pressure, and how he speaks with intention. Her words show admiration, but they also reveal emotional longing. She craves stability and depth, and she sees those things in him. When she expresses this admiration, it's not just about making him feel good. It's her way of saying, "You're the kind of man I respect and could see myself trusting." 3. She initiates deep and meaningful conversations. When a younger woman feels emotionally drawn to an older man, she won't be satisfied with just surface-level talk. Instead, she'll often guide conversations into deeper, more meaningful territory. She might ask about his views on life, relationships, regrets, or what happiness means to him. These aren't random questions. They're designed to open up his emotional world. She feels that his perspective has value, and by engaging in these conversations, she creates space for emotional intimacy. At the same time, she may start revealing more about herself, her fears, insecurities, and dreams. That kind of vulnerability is a sign that she feels safe with him. She respects his maturity and sees emotional conversations as a way to connect on his level. She wants him to see her as more than just a young woman. She wants to be seen as someone capable of real connection. These conversations create a quiet, emotional bridge, one she's hoping he'll meet her on. 4. She often asks about his past experiences. A strong sign of attraction is when she becomes curious about the man's past, not in a nosy way, but in a way that shows admiration. She'll ask about his journey in life, the mistakes he made, the lessons he learned, and what shaped him into who he is today. This curiosity reveals that she sees him as a layered, complex person, not just someone older. She values his life story and wants to understand how he became the mature man she's drawn to. Her questions may touch on his career, relationships, childhood, or travels, and she'll listen to the answers with genuine interest. This is more than small talk. It's her way of stepping into his world, trying to emotionally align with his experiences. She may even smile or express awe at certain achievements, or how he handled life challenges. This shows not only respect but also emotional investment. She's imagining what life would be like with someone who has already been through what she's still figuring out. 5. She mirrors his calm and composed behavior. When someone is attracted to another person, they often begin to mirror their behavior subconsciously. For a younger woman drawn to an older man, this usually means toning down impulsive or overly youthful behavior and instead adopting a more composed and thoughtful demeanor. She becomes more self-aware in his presence, speaks more carefully, and may even adjust her posture and tone to match his calm energy. This mirroring shows that she respects his emotional control and wants to be seen as compatible. Instead of acting overly playful or loud, she might become quieter, more observant, and more emotionally grounded. These changes aren't fake or forced. They happen naturally when she admires the way he carries himself. She wants him to see that she can meet him at his level of maturity. Even her body language, how she sits, how she reacts, and how she listens, will start to reflect his own. It's a quiet but powerful way of showing connection and interest. 6. She respects his boundaries and space. A younger woman who is attracted to an older man tends to be more mindful of his personal boundaries. Unlike immature crushes where someone might seek constant attention or validation, she understands that he values independence, time, and space. She won't bombard him with messages or pressure him for emotional responses. Instead, she gives him room to be himself, trusting that this respect will earn his appreciation. She doesn't try to control or chase. She lets the connection grow naturally. Her patience is a sign of emotional investment, not detachment. She understands that his life is likely more structured, and she adjusts herself to fit into it rather than disrupt it. When she waits for him to make decisions or respects his alone time, it's a mature way of saying, "I see your value, and I don't want to disturb your peace." This balance of interest and restraint reflects not only attraction, but emotional respect and long-term intention. 7. She looks for opportunities to spend time alone with him. When a younger woman is truly interested in an older man, she seeks quality time, not just in group settings, but alone, where she can be fully present with him. Whether it's having coffee, going for a walk, or simply sitting and talking, she finds ways to create moments that feel personal and intimate. Her effort to spend time with him isn't accidental. It's a clear sign she enjoys his company and wants to be emotionally closer. These moments allow her to observe him more deeply, share thoughts without distractions, and build a private world where emotional chemistry can grow. She may suggest plans that allow for deep conversation or calm surroundings, rather than loud or crowded places. Even if she doesn't confess her feelings openly, her consistent presence says a lot. The way she values time with him, especially one-on-one, reveals not just romantic interest, but a longing for emotional closeness and comfort. 8. She values his advice over peers her own age. Younger women who admire and are attracted to older men often turn to them for advice on serious matters. While they may have friends their age, they don't always trust them with big life decisions. Instead, she finds herself relying on the older man's opinion, whether it's about career, relationships, or personal growth. This isn't just because he's older. It's because she trusts his judgment and sees him as emotionally dependable. She listens carefully, weighs his input, and even changes her course of action based on his suggestions. It's a kind of emotional loyalty that reveals she views him as more than just a friend, more like a life mentor or trusted partner. She may even ask things like, "What would you do in my place?" Or, "I really need your point of view on this." Her trust in his wisdom shows that she sees him as someone who brings value into her life, not just emotionally, but practically. 9. She expresses admiration for his achievements. A younger woman who's drawn to an older man will often go beyond personality and show admiration for what he has accomplished in life. She sees his job, his journey, or his personal milestones, not just as facts, but as sources of inspiration. Whether he owns a business, raised a family, or overcame struggles, she genuinely appreciates the man he's become. This admiration often comes out in the way she talks to him, with phrases like, "You've done a lot in life," or "That's really impressive." These aren't surface-level compliments. They reflect a deep respect for his journey. She may even compare him to other people in her age group, realizing that he brings qualities they lack: discipline, responsibility, emotional control. Her admiration reveals a strong emotional attraction to stability, experience, and character. She wants him to know that his past matters and that who he is now is something rare and deeply respected. 10. She tries to present herself as emotionally mature. Attraction isn't always about impressing someone with appearance. It's often about being seen as emotionally compatible. A younger woman who's interested in an older man makes a conscious effort to appear emotionally stable and self-aware. She may avoid drama, reduce impulsive behavior, or speak in a more reflective tone. She wants him to view her as someone who gets it, someone who can handle real conversations and adult situations. Even if she's playful by nature around him, she tries to be more grounded. This behavior is not fake. It's driven by the desire to be taken seriously. She knows that older men value emotional maturity more than popularity or appearance. So she puts effort into becoming a woman he can relate to, not just someone he's amused by. Her actions say, "I want to be more than a passing interest. I want to be someone you can truly connect with." Attraction isn't always loud. It can be quiet, respectful, and deeply emotional. When a younger woman is truly interested in an older man, she shows it through admiration, maturity, and the way she values his presence. These 10 signs aren't just behaviors. They are reflections of how deeply she respects who he is and what he's lived through. If you recognize even a few of these signs, chances are there's more than just casual interest on her side. Thank you for watching. If you found this video valuable, give it a like, share it with someone who might relate, and don't forget to subscribe for more clarity and insight on human behavior. Until next time, take care and stay confident.